First alien encounter with humanity's Titan-class warship. Terror cast aside diplomacy. Ambassador Kethvar had spent 3 cycles preparing for this moment. The Galactic Confederacy's first contact protocols were meticulous. Approach peacefully, establish communication, assess technological capability, extend diplomatic overtures. In his 200 years of service, he had successfully integrated 47 species into the Confederacy using these time-tested methods. The humans of Sol 3 would be no different. Their radio transmissions suggested a young civilization, barely 3 centuries into their industrial age. Perfect candidates for gradual integration. His sleek diplomatic vessel, the Harmony's Voice, emerged from hyperspace at the edge of their system, its hull gleaming with the silver-blue alloy that marked all Confederacy ships. The crew of 36 represented 12 different species, each an expert in xenological relations. Beginning standard long-range scans, reported as tactical officer, a methodical Vrexian whose 4 eyes never missed details. Detecting multiple space installations, primitive fusion drives, and weight. The pause sent ripples of unease through Kethvar's cranial ridges. What is it? Ambassador, I'm detecting something massive in the asteroid belt. Approximately 15,000 kilometers in length. Kethvar's translator implant struggled with a number. Repeat that measurement. 15,000 kilometers, sir. It's moving. The main display flickered to life, showing what could only be described as a mechanical moon with engines. The human construct dwarfed everything in the system, including several actual moons. Massive gun batteries jutted from its hull like mountain ranges, and launch bays gaped open like canyon mouths, disgorging clouds of smaller craft. That's impossible, whispered a science officer, a logical Setheri whose species had built some of the largest ships in known space. The structural integrity alone. The energy requirements. How do they even pilot something that size? Before Kethvar could respond, his communications officer, a nervous Quillen whose fur was now standing on end, announced incoming transmission. This is Admiral Sarah Chun of the U.S. Leviathan, flagship of the Sol Defense Fleet. Unidentified vessel. State your intentions or prepare to be classified as hostile. The voice was calm, professional, but carried an undertone that made Kethvar's survival instincts scream warnings. He activated the standard diplomatic greeting protocol. Greetings, Admiral Chun. I am Ambassador Kethvar of the Galactic Confederacy. We come in peace, seeking to establish diplomatic relations between our peoples. A pause. Then, Galactic Confederacy. Never heard of you. How many ships in your fleet, Ambassador? This is a diplomatic mission. We travel alone as a gesture of peaceful intent. Another pause, longer this time. Single ship approaching a system you've never visited before. Either you're incredibly brave or incredibly stupid. Given the size of your vessel, I'm leaning towards stupid. Kethvar felt his carefully prepared diplomatic speeches evaporating. Perhaps we could arrange a formal meeting? Our protocols suggest. Your protocols are noted, Ambassador. Here are ours. That Titan-class warship you're gawking at? We have 12 more, just like her. The smaller battleships escorting you right now? We have 300. The orbital defense platforms, you probably haven't noticed yet? We stopped counting at 1,000. The Harmony's voice suddenly felt very small and very vulnerable. Kethvar's tactical officer was frantically updating threat assessments, his displays showing red warnings in multiple languages. Ambassador, Admiral Chin continued, her voice taking on an almost casual tone. Let me save us both some time. We know you're not here for cultural exchange or to share recipes. In our experience, when someone shows up unannounced claiming to represent a galactic anything, they're usually measuring us for chains. So here's what's going to happen. You're going to transmit everything you know about this confederacy of yours. Numbers, locations, military capability, political structure. Everything. This is highly irregular. Diplomatic immunity is a luxury for civilizations that can't crack planets in half. The transmission cut briefly, then resumed with background sounds of massive machinery powering up. You have 30 minutes to comply. After that, we test some new weapon systems. Starting with yours. Kethvar stared at the display, showing the colossal human warship, its weapons arrays now clearly targeting his vessel. 3 cycles of preparation, 200 years of diplomatic experience, and 47 successful first contacts. None of it had prepared him for a species that built moons with guns. Prep the data cores, he told his crew quietly. All of them. Terror, it seemed, was also a diplomatic tool.